guys, and welcome to another ASMR video. Now today I've bought some muffins and I thought I'd have bacon muffins. Here they are. These are Sheldon's muffins. You're sitting in my seat. That's what made me buy them, because I just saw the name Sheldon and I love the Big Bang Theory. So I had to drink. I've got a bottle of water because, well, to be honest, I forgot to get some Coke. So we must move on. Okay, let me drink a drop of this. Drink a drop of this first. Cheers. Oh, that's so cold and nice. And get this in your luggo. Now today, while I eat, I want to talk about a very special person whose birthday is today, and that is the only, one and only, Mr. Bruce Lee. Yeah, today is this great man's birthday. Also, I'd like to give a little shout out to this wonderful person who he did request a fillet of fish from McDonald's, but I'd already planned to do these today, so but I still give you a shout out because he's a big fan and he said how much my videos help him, and that I really appreciate that. It makes what I do a lot more special, knowing that the videos really do help people. Now, Bruce Lee was born in San Francisco in 1940. Today, his father was a famous Cantonese actor. Cantonese. He then went back to Hong Kong as a child, and he made lots of films, like as a kid, like a child star and a teenager. He then came back to America, Seattle, where he lived. most successful being the Green Hornet. He also did choreography for films too. One probably most notable is the Wrecking Crew. He had an idea for a TV show called The Warrior. The Warrior. Which Warner Brothers turned down because they didn't want, Chinese man in the lead role, which Bruce wanted to play. They then sort of rewrote the script, and it then became Kung Fu, or Kung Fu, it's Kung Fu. And they cast David Carradine as the main, in the main role. But and Bruce sort of understood this, he was like upset clearly, but he said that he didn't really blame them. He said if it was in Hong Kong and a non-Chinese guy wanted to be in the starring role, as he said, if I was the man with the money, he'd be worried too. So, it was kind of cool, really. But what I wanted to talk about napkins, like all cleaning's coming up. Can you stop making that noise? Bloody. There you go. Cheers. Nice. Yeah, what I wanted to talk about was after Bruce, the big time after making The Big Boss, aka Fists of Fury, and Fist of Fury, aka The Chinese Connection, his next movie was meant to be Yellow-Faced Tiger, and it was going to be directed by Lo Wei, who had directed The Big Boss and Fists of Fury. But instead, Bruce decided to write, direct and act in the next movie, which was called The Way of the Dragon, aka Return of the Dragon. this I only found out recently, was originally the story was a lot bigger, and Way of the Dragon was going to see Bruce going from different countries, one country to another, lots of different locations. But the budget wasn't big enough for that, so Bruce rewrote it so that it was a restaurant in Italy, and so then all he had to do was use Italy for the location. So it was a lot cheaper than going all around the world, around the world, around the world. So that was pretty much what he was wanted to do, was do what, something based on the warrior that he had originally conceived. The idea he'd originally conceived, and I think that's what he wanted to do, because he was also going to set it in sort of Western times, the sort of cowboy days, and going around all different sort of parts of the world. So it would have actually been kind of interesting to see. But, nothing wrong with Way of the Dragon. It's an absolutely brilliant movie. And also it was, apparently he really had to fight the Italian authorities to get to use the Colosseum, because apparently, I don't know what exactly happened, but he wasn't allowed to film there. They didn't want him to film there, but he kept on and on and on, and finally won, and then he got to film it. Bacon. Yeah, so I thought that was quite interesting to find that out. Way of the Dragon would have been so much different. And also, Yellow-Faced Tiger would have been Bruce Lee, because the film is absolutely rubbish. But if Bruce had been in it, it would have been way, way better than it actually turned out. also a shame that he didn't finish his last movie, Game of Death. All he'd filmed was the 3-floor pagoda fights. And then Warner Brothers, finished it and released it in 1978. It's disgraceful, really. It's like really bad. Constantly showing like just clips of Bruce from other movies, and one of the scenes, a guy's actually just got a cardboard cut-out face of Bruce on. Terrible. This last piece. Oh, I could so eat more. So nice. Oh my goodness me. Really nice. Okay, last one down the hatch, guys. Cheers. Okay. First of all, get this in your lug hole for a start.